I have an approach to sales, and that's assume to close. I want to be in the role of a lawyer, CPA, doctor, where I'm telling the person what to do. So I do a lot of question and answer, and then I discover the problem. I state the problem. I say, here's the solution. Here's how we're going to fix it, and then I give them the first step. That's my closing model. So it's like, well, your network is bad. This program has the better network, so we're going to move over to this program. And what I need to do is I need to get some information from you, and I go right into the application. Mm-hmm. So it's like it takes them right into. It's like an action step. I tell them what to do, and so we all have our approach to this. Matt and I. At the end of the day, you probably do a similar thing, but we have a different approach because mine is, and you've been out in the field with me, you've seen how I communicate. I do a lot of lighthearted stuff at first. You're more of a getting down to business. Can you tell us a little bit in contrast to how I do it, how you do it?
Well, it's just your personality. It comes out in your presentations a lot.
Yes.
And, you say things that I could never get away with. But it's a good thing, and it is really lighthearted, and I like how your personality does come through in those presentations. Whereas me, I'm not as rigid. I'm not going to say that I'm just no emotion in there, but I just try to be as logical and present a logical, strong case for what we're doing and how the program that I'm showing them will actually benefit them. Because if it's not, I'm not going to do it anyway.
And yours is a little bit faster than mine, isn't it?
Probably a little bit faster, yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is important to say this because there are different approaches. And, it's very, very interesting. You said, well, you probably couldn't say to some of the things that I say. I probably couldn't do your presentation either. I mean, I probably could not.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so, which is irrelevant whether I can or I can't. The point is that there are different presentations, and you utilize the presentation that suits you. So you get a template, and you alter the template so that it works for you. And that's a big deal because some people, they never really have, it's like, what's your presentation?
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't really have a set A to Z presentation. And it's really, it's more, I guess, framed from the first step is just to gather as much information as I can as to what's going on, and that's where I just try to ask them the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
How have you? Has your experience been with this plan this year?
Yes.
Has it been fair? What's been the deal with your medications? Have they been good to you on your meds? And
but one thing that I remember, I'm sorry to cut you off. But one thing I remember you telling me, and I want to get this out, is when you go in. You go right to the product type approach, whereas if you recall how I sell, it's a bunch of questions. I get into product way later, but you do say, but you do say right up front, like, hey, I'm going to help you find the best plan. Mm-hmm. You kind of go into that right up front, correct?
Right up front, yeah. Well, I don't. At the same time, I don't want to waste any time on my part
either. So that's why I said you have a faster presentation.
I just get right to it, and if I see that I can help the person, then I'll just start to ask questions. Mm-hmm. And just see exactly what their feedback is, and if there's a problem, I try to just find a solution.
You ask for their Medicare card and their Medicare supplement card and their drug card quickly, correct?
Out of the gate, yeah. Well, I get into it, and I just really ask. I have a little warm-up process and let them know who I am, and then I just need to find out what plan they have so I can tell them.
Make the best recommendation.
Sure. Most people don't know exactly what they have anyway.
Yeah. And I remember you telling me, go get their cards like right up front before you start talking about, your formal presentation, like warm up, then go get your cards so I can see what you got so we can talk about this.
Yeah, just to see what they have and just first let them know here's how this plan's working, and then I'll just get their feedback on it and see what their opinion is of the company. Has the company been good to them? And just see how they feel about it, and then my whole job is just to make recommendations. I'm there not as a salesperson. I try not to be a salesperson. The only thing I feel like I'm selling at this is just information. I'm here.
Would you say?
Consultative.
Would you say that when it comes down to that, to telling them what to do, are you telling them what to do, or are you asking them like, hey, here's what we need to get done? I mean, how do you close that, button it up?
Yeah,
it's hard to
Well, I guess when I think about it, I don't really get objections because I present such a logical case.
Right.
If there's nothing there, if there's no problem, if there's nothing for me to fix, or if there's nothing on the person's mind as saying, for example, well, United's been good, but I wish they would do this, or I need this going into next year. They don't provide this. Then I say, well, let's take a look at some other plans that may alleviate those concerns with you. And if there's nothing there problem-wise, then I usually just bow out gracefully and go to the next appointment.
Yeah, and that is a big deal. I wanted to get to telling them what to do, whereas you say, in essence, we're doing the same thing at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because we get to the point where we're not asking them, would you like to do this?
Yeah, I never say
right.
If there's
do you want to enroll? now
will you please,
they have to.
Will you please enroll?
Yes,
please.
But I think there's a position of strength or weakness that you create along the way, and if you are telling them, here is the best, most logical approach, because again, we've discovered the problem. Here's the solution. And here's the first step to that solution. It kind of all flows and it all makes sense. If you have to ask them, well, why are you there?
It'll create doubt in their minds.
Yes.
Sitting there asking, you're there as a consultant. If there's a problem there, you're there to fix it. So speak with conviction. Yeah. And then they'll naturally they'll follow along.
I was just thinking of something. If you saw, I started to smile there for a second. It's like, would you ask your CPA? No, what if your CPA asked you what to do? What if your lawyer said, what do you think we should do?
So I think I should not have to pay any taxes for it.
You're right. But it's like, you would not, you're a professional. You should not be asking the client what to do. I mean, you're a professional. So you need to be telling the client what's best for them, how to achieve the objective of giving them better health care, because this could be a matter of, if you think about it, it could be a matter of their health. It could be a matter of remember, seniors are on a fixed income. So by enabling them to have a better product, which alleviates their stress, you actually are affecting their health. You may be the person that makes a difference in their health, that they get enough groceries or not, if you think about it. And that may seem it may seem a bit extreme to say that, but it's true.
Oh yeah, I saw a lady a couple of weeks ago, and she said I have to choose between my medications.
Yes.
Or keeping food on the table, and I felt so bad for her.
I know.
And that's the reality for a lot of seniors out there, though.
Yeah.
So when I go in there, one of my main focuses.
Neighbors splitting
one of my main focuses, though, is how can I help them with their medication costs. And
yes.
I try to get everything to zero if I can.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they're taking generics. There's thousands or tens of thousands of medications, and every company has their own formulary. So
yes.
But that is really like one of my main focuses in there, is to help with their medications, and then if they can get something else back, like a Part B premium reduction, great.